Hey everybody, welcome to a Monday afternoon edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. I'm taking a break here. Got some comparatively nice weather since we got thunderstorms moving in. I'm gonna hopefully get this done before the thunderstorms hit. Don't hear any thunder or lightning or anything. We had a hell of a storm yesterday. I'll tell you, if you want a definition of severe thunderstorms, just look up our weather from yesterday. We had 60-mile-an-hour winds, torrential rains, hail. The hail wasn't all that bad, it wasn't all that big, but combined with the 60-mile-an-hour winds during the second round of it, I spent about 20 minutes parked under a canopy at a local gas station. So I figured it'd only be appropriate. I almost wasn't going to do this one this year, although I did pick up a couple bottles. The 24 edition from the Smokestack series, or 2014 edition, they're Grainstorm, which seems kind of appropriate. Nice little label on the front. We've got hops, we got wheat, we got barley, malted body, we got rye, all the different storm fronts moving in. We've got all those. That's what's in here. From the website, it says, like I said, it's a black rye IPA. Just says, just when you thought it was safe to come out of the root cellar, along comes Grainstorm, a big wet wallop to the senses. In the glass, dark and turbulent clouds gather. A high-pressure system of pungent hops collides with a stationary front of barley, wheat, and rye. The forecast, a veritable monsoon of flavor, with surges of roasty malt, microbursts of hops, and a chance of golf ball-sized hail. The extended outlook calls for unseasonably pleasant enjoyment. 7.7% ABV, 65 IBUs. Another one of these notorious Boulevard caps. Better get that. It's another windy day, but it probably sounds like it's going to get even windier. So, yeah, there were even a couple tornado warnings about 20 miles away. Ah, man. These Boulevard corks are just sometimes terrible. Hang on, I'm gonna have to take a break. No need to watch me struggle. Alright, I think we're close enough now. It shouldn't be too much more of a struggle. These old fingers just don't have the grip they used to have, that's for sure. But that's a big cork for a change. I may have been wrong. Up. We're getting closer now. Something tells me this one's gonna go though when it goes. Nice pop, ton of smoke. Cork didn't fly, surprisingly enough. So let's get this poured. Big 750 ml bottle. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, even smoke pouring out of there as it comes out of the bottle. Alright, yep. That usually happens. Now there's a decent pour. A little bit too much head, but not too bad. What we got is a nice black color, almost looks like a stout. Got a 4 fingers of a bubbly, huge beige colored head. I know from experience it's going to stick around a little bit. Let's get a nose on it. Okay, now a nice big hop aroma. It should be, as being an IPA. Got a nice roasty character to it. A little bit of citrus, primarily grapefruit, but it's really strong on those West Coast type piney hops. It's really piney and resiny. There's tons of hops in there. Just a little bit of roasted malts, some like sweet toasty bread, probably from the wheat that's in there, and just a hint of that 7.7% alcohol, but barely noticeable. So let's get a taste on it. Okay, yeah, it's a smooth but slightly bitter, hoppy flavor. Got a slight bit of the rye spiciness you expect from a from a rye beer. It sort of finishes on the tart side a bit bitter with a lot of those piney hops. There's a little citrus, mostly grapefruit, but primarily, again, as on the aroma, it's those piney hops, that's for sure. Got some nice rye spice, little roasted coffee, some light chocolate notes underneath. I think I've got one from, I think, a year or two ago, sitting in the cellar. This is a best by date of 11/2014. But I think this is one that might turn into a really nice barley wine with some age on it. So I got one or two back aging from prior years. They're well past their best by date, but I don't think with Boulevard doing the bottle conditioning on all their bottles, I don't think that's going to be a real problem. But yeah, this is sticky. This is resiny, primarily that pine. But just as the bitterness shows up, and it shows up fairly quickly, the malt and rye kick in a little bit, alleviate a little bit. Little bready, little biscuity notes, almost like a burnt toast in there. And just a lingering kind of spicy fruitiness there. Really shows up well. The spicy rye, especially dry, slightly bitter, that sharp spiciness with the hops, and it continues into a fairly dry finish. It's medium bodied, you can't see it because you can't see any light through there, but got a fairly high carbonation, almost what I'd call like a foamy carbonation. Kind of tingles your tongue a little bit, but yeah, medium bodied, dry finish, just a really smooth, easily drinkable beer. So I'm gonna add a little bit more, get this corked up, get this sealed up, and I'll be back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 20 minutes or so, but it looks like I'd probably better get out of here. We got some really nasty looking black clouds moving in from the southwest. No thunder and lightning yet, but I don't think it's going to be long. This is a perfect beer for it's a hot, sticky day too. It's in the 80s, humid as heck after all that rain yesterday. So nice beer for a hot, sticky day like this. Overall, this is an excellent black rye IPA. It's smooth. It's well balanced. You don't get any of that 7.7% ABV, which nowadays is not that much anymore. But it's balanced, but it is still leaning towards the hops. It's roasty, but it's not overly roasty, and the rye is just blended in there perfectly. That rye spiciness adding to the hops. It's just really well done. It's exactly how I would expect a rye IPA should be. One of the better black rye IPAs I've had, and it's one of the better ales from Boulevard. I think they're, at least in my opinion, they're probably one of the top 5 breweries in the country. In a way, I know they're expanding their distribution, and they've been taken over by Duvel, so nothing's changed so far since Duvel took them over, but it hadn't been that long. But so I'm going to have to give this year's edition of Grainstorm from Boulevard, part of their Smokestack series. I'm going to give it a good solid 9.5 out of 10. I'm looking forward to trying, hopefully, maybe the next few months or a year, I'm going to pop one of those older bottles open and take a look at it and see what it's turned into. Like I said, they're past their expiration date, but or past their best buy date. But Boulevard bottle conditions all their beers, so I don't think they're going to go bad. And I've got them cellared nicely. Actually, one's never been out of the fridge, so not really what you call cellared, but that's what it is. So 9.5 out of 10 for this year's edition of Grainstorm. So until next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.